Hi there, everybody. It's me, Sarah. Wait, why are you now coming through? Okay, I'm highly confused. Okay, what I wanted to tell you is that I didn't got them working. The rewards, I mean. Now just one came through. I am trying my best to get these back up, but it's so inconsistent. Sometimes they come plopping, and the next time, nothing. So it's highly inconsistent. I leave them on the stream just to test. If they don't trigger, I'll trigger them by hand. I have no idea why that is happening. It's just, I analyzing, and in the offline version, it's going completely okay. So when I trigger them with the preview mode, everything is okay. But, well, life is something different apparently. Okay, but that just as a heads up, and I find it funny that when I was gonna say it's not working, one plops up. So maybe it got stuck? I don't know. You can't see, but basically my whole like chat window is full of like spamming the rewards over and over to tasks. So yeah, more testing in order. Okay. How's everybody doing? I hope you're all having a nice day. I don't know if everybody's up to date on what I wrote on Twitter. So regarding my doctor's appointments, where I got like this referral to another specialist to see me regarding my problems that are kind of like very weird. Well, the specialist said they don't care. They don't feel responsible. They don't want to see me. My doctor is not happy about this. Like, how can you refuse a patient? I mean, that never happened. Didn't happen to me. Never happened for the doctor. That is, that a specialist refused treatment to a patient. The thing is, I've been to this doctor before, and the specialist I'm talking to, I've been to them once in the past, and it's a pretty, how do we put it? It's a pretty arrogant doctor that is very, like, selective on who he wants to help. So mainly people that are having more money. So like in Germany we have like the system, you're either like having insurance over like the state normal institution, or you having like a private insurance. And this guy only wanted to treat the ones that are from like private, because he gets more money that way. So I've known this guy for quite some time, because I had to deal with him twice. But that was a long time ago. And I normally wanted to go to the other specialist that is in town. We only have 2 from that profession that are in close vicinity, where I don't have to drive for hours and hours. But turns out the other one is on holiday for quite some time, until I think after September or something. And even then, once they come back, I need to make an appointment too, which will probably also take like more weeks. So I was thinking, hey, let's go to the one that I do not like, but the one that is available, because it's kind of like an urgent matter with the pains and stuff. So, but yeah, but now this happened, and I lost all faith in humanity. Okay, I'm just putting it the way it is. But we also have 2 good news coming up. The first good news would be I am working on my new model. We're making progress. Still can't say when I'll be able to show it, but I'm making progress. For the longest time now, I've been kind of like running in circles with the model, kind of like making progress. Then that was not working. It kind of looked bad, and it did not work out. So I had to kind of like delete and do it all over. Not in the sense of like, oh, it's not good enough or something, But just it wasn't working from a technical standpoint the way I wanted it to. I thought that's gonna work, but it didn't work. So, yeah. Maybe from now on, I should try stuff like in a small... like, test proportions on the model first before I really go into deep and do all the work. And then afterwards kind of like notice that it didn't work the way I wanted it to. Just as a heads up. But yeah, I'm making progress there. And the second good news that we're having is that I saving up. And I should, if the saving up continues like that and nothing bad coming in between, I should have enough money to buy a actual microphone somewhere around maybe shortly after Christmas. So, can't promise 100%, but maybe stay tuned for that. Also, why am I so jiggly today? Oh, I forgot my lights. Oops. Give me 3 seconds, I'm gonna turn my lights on. My camera is not seeing anything. I am below the table. Please excuse me. Ow. By the way. Maybe I should have turned my microphone off too. Doesn't matter. I hit my head. Did you hear that? I hit my head on the table. Ow. Alright. Now we should be better. Let's see. I think now it's less... Why are the rewards going off again? I'm highly confused. Wait. Is that when I... No, it's not when I'm switching scene. Okay, I'm highly confused. Wait, what if I trigger a reward right now? Just asking for a friend. Huh? Nothing. Wait, also, why is it saying again that I'm live? Did we have a disconnect? Why is today's stream such a mess from the beginning? I apologize. Also, we're gonna be having a strict time schedule today because I need to do like a English a thing for the bank, and it needs to be on time. So I need to stop streaming on time. Otherwise, I miss it. Okay. Okay, the mystery will continue. Maybe I can analyze this and see like what happened. Okay, but with that all being said, we did a lot of like relaxing stuff the last streams, which was not bad. Don't get me wrong. I probably still need that with all the pains and stuff, but I wanted to change it up a little bit, so I thought we're playing some more Red Dead today. As simple as it is. That's kind of like the only reason for it. This might be trade looking okay. Cause somehow I'm not trusting like this double posting message from the bot. Something is up with that, if you know what I mean. Let's triple check. Just in case. No, should be working. It's not dripping too low, so to speak. Okay. With that, I think I'm gonna start up right there. Because I got nothing more to say. On update news. Let me switch categories, shall we? And I guess it's gonna be a little bit more of a quiet stream, but it's okay. I know, very scuffed today. Okay, that should do it for the category. I'm gonna keep an eye on the reward in the corner if it's gonna come again. Window. Capture. Capture. There we go. Should be easy enough. Okay, and let's switch right over. Also, we have in-game music now, so I'm gonna disable that. As much as I like it. I almost forgot my stream music in the beginning today. Because I've been listening to some relaxation music online and I still have that on, and I was thinking it was the same thing. That would have ended badly if I would have had that play. Copyright issues. That wouldn't be too nice. Good thing I noticed on time, like, wait, that's not my stream music. I should change that up. Waiting. Loading. I forgot what we did last time. I mean, it has been 2 or 3 weeks now, so quite a time. Or even longer. Do I by any chance have something to remind me what I last did? Probably the quests will tell. Okay. And I have like... Talani needs to speak to you, but doesn't say what. Art of conversation. Doesn't tell me anything. Ah yeah, we're wanted everywhere. I forgot about this. It's just a side base. Well, we haven't. Oh my god! Ah, I've been avoiding that one. Well, with that up, I would say Trelawney it is. I also want to do this one, but I don't know what that is. Edith Downs. Make sure Edith and Archie Down have left Annisburg. Oh, or this. It is only a side quest, but I think we're gonna do that first. Because I will forget about it otherwise. And it will probably help me get back into the game. Also, are we having a little laggy? Yeah, we're having very laggy. My bad. And here I thought I upgraded everything so nicely. And still, model is laggy. Same old, same old. I wonder if my new model is gonna be even more laggy then. Things to consider. It's hard. Could I go any faster? I don't remember. Oh, I think it's because I'm in camp. Horse doesn't go faster when you approach the camp. It's really hard to see with my stream lights on. Basically, I'm just seeing these 2 lights blinding me, and the screen is totally almost black. Not the best. Wait, there's somebody falling off a horse. I saw that. Hello? Sir? Oh. Already did. Oh well. Somebody will get him to the side. Hey Mia, thank you very much for the hydrate. Yeah, let me drink something. That's better. Didn't know why it's lagging so much. Was it lagging like that before? Yep. Maybe need to change something about the like process priority for it to be better. How's your day going? Is everything okay?
Easy, easy.
Okay, it's just somebody. I thought it was trouble. Concentrate. Do not run your horse down somewhere in the first 4 minutes. Coming through. No, that was a beautiful horse. White with the black mane. Basically the complete opposite of mine. It was also kind of quiet and tiny. Uh-oh. Oh, predator is something coming for us. I think it's a... It sounded like a cougar, maybe? I'm not gonna stay and find out. Big boy's going crazy as it is. I guess you're lurking. It's okay. Oh. Yes! I mean... Poor animal, but yes! Yeah, need the rabbit. What else did I get? Stew? Some other... I think a second rabbit. We need the stew. We need food. Other side. There we go. All good.
Yeah.
Somehow I'm super tired. I didn't sleep well tonight. Oh yeah, I forgot that we're still wanted here. Probably should keep my head low. Oh, I should really have a look inside the lagging. That didn't happen the last streams, did it? Is that a Red Dead specific problem? Or... Hey, how do I solve this? Just shows this. Wait, didn't they have a house there? I could have a look at. I don't quite remember as much. I think they had a house here. Let me put my horse over here so it's safe. And we'll have a look by foot. There we go. Well, that didn't lead to anywhere. Sheriff's office. Certainly not where we're looking. I think they had a smaller house, and I think it was on one of the back huts. I don't remember it exactly, but I think one of the higher up ones. I don't know. Been such a long time. Maybe this one? I mean, how the heck am I supposed to see if they left? I mean, they could just not be at home. But the market is down there, so I'm guessing I'm gonna have to either ask somebody, like at the office or something, or I'm gonna have to search for them down there. Can I get past? Thank you.
What's your story, huh?
My story is I'm too dumb to find what I'm supposed to do. Okay, maybe... It's too dark to see. Oh. I thought I could go in here. Huh. But this is where I need to go. There is a marker on the map. Newspaper vendor. No! I'd rather stay dumb than be disappointed.
You still here, kid?
Mama can't leave. Won't leave. I don't know. I said I had the money. She said your money weren't moral. She said it'd be better to die than to take it.
Maybe she's right. I don't know. I don't know anything.
Maybe I shouldn't have told her where the money was coming from.
Working, you know?
I'm sorry, son. Sorry about all of this.
She ain't been back for a few hours. She left with some fellow down the railway tracks. I did not like the look of him.
Which way you say?
Oh
way.
No. Will we find her dead?
Towards,
Please don't.
Well-dressed.
I'll see what I can do.
He's gonna hate us even more. I mean, I can't make a promise here. How did my horse go back here? I left you up there.
Time to go, boy.
Well, I will not complain. The less I have to walk, the better. Okay, also, like, go over here and deal with the request. Also, I have some, like, fans going in the back that could be louder than normal. If it's too loud, please tell me, because then I need to change it up. I'm testing this new audio setup, and I'm not 100% sure. Wait, actually, let me configure the noise suppression right now. Maybe I can see if it's good. I just need to be quiet for a few seconds, I guess, to actually make it work. So, I'll be quiet for just a few seconds, starting now. Okay, hope that configured it right, because before I was only... Oh. What's up with my truck? Gotten even worse. Because before I was only doing that with absolutely nothing on in the background, so it might have just not been configured properly.
Slow up now.
Search for trail at the bridge or below the bridge. Also, why did they go through a graveyard? Not very romantic. I know it's not for being romantic, it's rather the opposite, but you know what I mean. Okay, I see something on the other side. Just need to head through here. Ding. Quick test to see. Yeah, we haven't quite the delay. Follow the trail. Focus. Highly focused right now.
Yep.
If that keeps on being the problem with just Red Dead.
Load up.
I hear them having a normal conversation. She says thank you. He said he's not a bad feller. Something like that.
Feller could do what he likes out here.
I guess.
You think I'm a nice man, dearie?
I'll listen for some time.
Sure.
I ain't always nice. Sometimes I can be...
Double homicide. Hey there, Blue Orb. No, I'm just helping. I'm just...
That's enough now, partner. You're starting to scare me, let alone the poor woman. Clear off.
Who are you?
Someone who don't want to hear no more of your nasty mouth.
I mean, so far he didn't do anything too bad. I mean...
I'll put a bullet in you.
I presume Archie sent you?
I said clear off before I deal with you.
How's your day going? Are you having a better day than me? I seem to have some technical problems with lagging and stuff.
Listen.
They were just talking.
Excuse me.
You sound like my husband.
I know. Listen.
It's been a long 48 hours, technically 34.
I'm sorry for what
Wait,
happened.
you've been awake that long? That doesn't seem healthy. Maybe catch some sleep.
And I'm suffering for my foolishness, but don't go and get yourself killed.
Work demands.
Because of your pride.
Well, health is more important
You
than
have a
work,
son,
right?
Mrs. Downs.
I'm just so ashamed.
Persuade her to leave. It's better for you?
Ashamed? Of what? You loved him? You did everything.
Niche market?
Let's
Niche market?
get
And the
you
niche market
home.
needs you to work that many hours?
Alright. Let's go.
Well, that wasn't hard to convince. I thought I had to do a little more. Emergency services. But shouldn't you take shifts with other people? So, I mean, when you're too tired, you might have problems actually being of service, right? I mean, what can I talk? I can't even skim one little hour of sleep each night, or I'll not functioning anymore. I'm very
Stop saying sorry. Sorry won't bring
relying on my
back.
sleep.
I know.
So you're sick now too? And you think that affords you the opportunity for penance for cutting his time short?
Oh no, she's
No.
still very mad at me.
I ain't looking for that.
Okay then. So just forget
Shortage
about
is
me
no
and the guilt
mercy.
you're
And then
carrying,
technical
because
difficulties.
no
How
good
are
can come
you?
of that for either of us.
Well, a little
You know it's
physically
the type of man you
ill,
wanna be for the time
sadly,
you have left.
and a little
Help someone
disappointed
who
in the
can still
doctors.
be helped.
To not help.
Or help yourself.
But other than that, I think
Suppose you're right.
well,
Oh, hang
my
yourself
mood
for
is
all I
fine,
care.
I guess.
You're right to dislike me. I ain't looking for that to change.
Arthur's a different man now. You must believe him. So yeah. Could be worse. I mean, I'm still standing. Hopefully not serious. Remember to hydrate and sleep. I do. I'm always looking out to not make things worse. But there's not much else I can do. I'm dependent that the doctors do this stuff. And they don't really want to right now. Shorties are just everywhere, and they can kind of like pick whose patients give them the most like money, so they pick that. At least the specialists around town where I am. It's a shame. But what can you do but survive? I guess when I'm dying, I should
Archie
probably
should
get
be waiting
treatment,
for us to
and
step
everything
ahead.
else doesn't kill me. Maybe it makes me stronger. At least that's the hope. Go to your son and finally make a good life. I didn't give you money for nothing.
Oh, you silly boy. Oh, Archie. Oh, we do.
Get out of here. Go. Live someplace else.
Do you need
Start
more
over.
monies? Arthur's
Here.
kind of like rich right now.
Take this. I don't need it no more.
I don't want your money.
Yeah, I know you don't want it.
I don't.
You sure as shit need it. Take it.
No.
I ain't looking for forgiveness. It ain't about that. But don't forgive me. Just take the money and get out of here. Please. I know I ruined your life. I suffer for it every day. But don't let yourself get killed for pride. I seen it kill too many folk. Don't say anything. Don't thank me. Just take the money.
Take it.
Pack your bags. That's all I gotta say.
Thank you, Mr. Morgan.
I said don't thank me. Get out of here. Please.
Aww. End of his line, apparently. It's getting softer and softer. I miss this game. Aw. I mean, you could play anytime, but you're missing more of that game. Is that more like it? You're missing more of the game. Yeah, I hear ya. Would definitely be better. Wait,
It's you, my friend. This guy.
wait, who's that guy?
Savior.
I don't remember that one. Who is that?
Before you collapse on us.
I don't remember. Is that somebody I helped?
Howdy.
I was just telling my friend here about how I nearly died out there one night.
Sounds like quite a tale.
I don't know who that is.
Thanks, Mr. Friend. Pick out what you want, I'll pick up the tab. It's Jenkins.
Oh,
Anything for you, buddy. Anything.
You are nothing.
free item at the gunsmith.
Kind of. Thanks.
You're very welcome, friend. All the best. Well, he did save my life after all. I probably would have gotten
I don't even know who that is. I save a lot of people.
really got me.
You taking credit for the quality?
You made a friend. Last time I played, it was a murder
If
machine.
it were a bear that got trapped in it, it would have been trapped real good.
Yeah.
Oh, that was
You
that
trapped
guy.
your own damn self instead, didn't you?
You know, I sure hope it don't happen to you someday.
I remember that guy now.
Well, I got a mosey. You take care of that leg, friend.
I remember. That guy still remembers me. I'm just a stranger from the street. Murder machine. Well, that wouldn't be my playstyle. Also, I probably would get murdered a lot more than I would murder, so... not working the best out for me. Okay, yeah, I'm still trying to avoid Micah, so we're going up there and do this quest next. Basically, back to camp. Yeah, kinda like, before I now play in the campaign, I played online with like some friends and family. But I didn't enjoy it for too long because like there was way too many like, well, grievers and like hackers around. I guess it's still the same because I didn't read otherwise. And I was saying to myself, you're gonna play as soon as they introduce private lobbies, and I never did. So here I am, and now I'm playing campaign instead. I hate Micah. Who doesn't? Honest question, who doesn't hate Micah? I want to see one person that does not hate him. Could not play the online. We set up a private server. There was nothing to do. I mean, they have some sort of like missions for like these. What are they called? I forgot. Like jobs that you do?
Yeah.
And it was really interesting. I mean, you must remember, at this time I did not play the campaign yet, so it was like a big sandbox to me. Also, playing with friends was really nice. But as I said, fun was quickly ruined. How did you set up a private server, though? Just out of curiosity. Was it like a real private server, or was it just some way to trick you into a private lobby? I know some of these have been existing, but somehow they never really worked out for me. Okay. We thought it would be like the campaign, get out there and explore. Just an empty sandbox with missions. Well, I'm not a shunner of sandbox games. I do love me some sandbox, I'm gonna have to be honest. Compared to campaign, of course, it's totally different. Campaign is very story-driven and everything.
Easy.
And sadly enough, they do not make a lot of games anymore that are like co-op campaigns. I love co-op campaigns. That's just simply not done anymore. Okay, before everybody's gonna lose their heads again, I'm gonna leave my horse here. And also, I brought rabbits. Friend is super IT nerd. How he does it, I don't know. Many online games that we don't want to play with people, he sets up on his own. Interesting. Wish I knew how to do that. Where did I donate stuff again? I think it was here.
I don't know how many more mornings of this
Getting real low on meat here.
There
Just
we
in
go.
time, Mr. Morgan.
I swear he speaks in zeros and ones sometimes. Well, what can I say? I mean, I'm a learned programmer, so maybe sometimes I do speak in zeros and ones too. But yeah, I am more on the software side, so like hardware side is losing me sometimes. Where did I get that stuff from? I don't even remember getting bait. And I set up like many private servers, but I didn't even know there were private servers for Red Dead. But maybe it's a private lobby. These are dead, indeed very dead.
Josiah?
I was...
And hard to
Leaving
keep
again?
open.
Yes, just leaving. I'll see you soon.
Perhaps.
What do you mean?
Well, if I was you, I'd disappear too. This is
Disappear from this loneliness here.
I'll be back.
No, you won't. Let's not pretend no more. Get out of here.
I'll miss you, Arthur. You've been a fine friend to me.
Oh, my sound is kind of crackling. I don't know why.
Well, the place is quiet. Get out of here. You go with my blessing.
Thank you, Arthur.
Back when we were kids, you made us our own WoW server that ran online 24/7 for friends and family only.
Found a friend looking for you.
The problem with private servers that I always saw is A, they are lacking in like content. They are like way behind. But also B, they also take up a lot of like.
But I believe I've made progress.
They take up a lot of resources like to run. If you have the money, it's not a problem. Get like a second PC or something. But since I'm like perma broke, that's not an option for me.
Now he has lied to me more times than I care to remember. But maybe this time, he must want peace. Why could he possibly want to humiliate us further? We got words for his kind, but they're colloquial. Perhaps I could make one last request. My men are not allowed to carry arms. You want us to keep the peace? Yeah, it'll be a lot of dull talking.
Makes a lot of money. Has his own basement. The server basement.
Lying or worse will be reduced.
Should have went into IT. Look at me. I'm currently totally broke.
But it is mine.
It kind of hit and miss, I guess.
I've saved your life. Do it for me.
But to be honest, it's not the IT's fault. It's the fault of my health.
Let's go.
Also, thank you very much for the follow, Blorp. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. I mean, if my health wouldn't be so bad, I think I could have worked more hours and probably earned a lot of more money. But it's just not possible.
I also have some men meeting me there. I wasn't sure if you'd be able to help. Thank you for doing this, both of you. You have already done so much. Ain't a problem. Just hope nobody recognizes.
I hope nobody recognizes
me. A few run-ins with the army recently.
No, we're totally unrecognizable. Look at us.
That shouldn't have gotten involved. Now Eagle flies us under arrest.
It certainly won't help our case today.
Preaching to tour.
I promise you.
I take care of ill family members.
Favors can be reasonable.
Thank goodness we're at the end of that road.
But when our people are sick and hungry, and we find our medicine and supplies are being deliberately withheld.
I got the feeling like too many people in this world are suffering and are being sick.
They destroy our sacred sites.
It's a shame and it's sad.
Eagle flies and the others that they shouldn't fight back.
End of the good road. I was thinking end of the road like they're gonna die soon. Don't shock me like that.
You see how these savages behave?
Perhaps. Thank you for helping Captain Monroe to retrieve those vaccines, Arthur.
Just have to fight the American healthcare system. Surgery soon. Yeah, American healthcare system is a pickle. But from recent development from me, I can tell you the German healthcare system sounds good on paper, but when you're sick like me, I need a specialist. And they only take the ones that are like having private insurance because they can make more money out of that. And they'll treat you with either we don't treat you at all or they give you a like, what are your symptoms? Okay, goodbye. And don't really do anything. Don't lift a finger because you're not the main biggest paying customer. Then in practice, it's the same. And the same dumbness. Sounds good. On many occasions does not work.
Here we are. There's my men up ahead. Hello.
But yeah. My health has not been good to me. I have a lot of like
this way.
How the heck am I understanding that, by the way? I have a lot of like permanent health issues, but on top of that, a month ago came like having COVID and then something with again dentist, so it just will never let me go. Oh, that for me? Apparently so. Got hit by a drunk driver a year ago. I was not in a car. My ambulance ride was stupidly expensive. Like I had to pay for you to save me. Yeah, I heard that basically calling an ambulance is as much a death sentence in money as as the death itself. That's the only thing I'm happy for. If I call an ambulance, it's not costing much. But for like long-term illnesses, the system's not good either here.
Colonel Favors?
Poor girl. Hopefully the road is easier. Yeah, I hope so.
Hello again.
Plotting to me on the sidewalk.
They're friends of
Camera footage is hilarious. Ow, I don't find such things hilarious.
Yeah, they won't cause any trouble.
Well, I should hope not. Listen, Mr.
Less people would be drunk and driving at the same time. We wouldn't have the
I
problem.
can't say that silly name. What is it?
In English, they call me Rain's Fall.
Yes, I'm sure they do.
God's no respect to this.
We're all
Whatever it
Americans
is.
here.
General?
Yeah,
I didn't.
We want an outcome. But quite frankly, I'm confused. Your men are little more than criminals, in my opinion. Keep breaking peace treaties.
I get up and chase the car for a short distance before I realize my leg is broken.
But I pride myself on.
Yeah, sometimes when we're on high adrenaline, we do stuff we after that don't know how we did it. I have an uncle of mine that like was working.
You okay, man? Someone, Jackson, take him.
I think we're dying over here.
You're a gentleman with limits?
I had an uncle that was working like on a construction site and a piece was falling down from a crane and would have hit him, and he was literally jumping high like crazy onto a wall, and he doesn't know how he jumped that high. Would even be able to jump half as high normally.
I'll fetch you some water.
I'll be fine. Thank you.
It's sometimes magical what adrenaline can do to you.
You know he's going to have Monroe court-martialed. Or
okay.
attempt to.
I want to get up.
To make a disgrace of him.
Monroe seems likable enough for a West Pointer. Why?
But I want Arthur to have a little bit of a break.
Because he thinks it's right. Because he thinks Monroe is a patsy or a spy. He's convinced he had something to do with those vaccines getting stolen.
Oh, vaccines?
Monroe is going to force him into making a concession with the Indians. So he removes Monroe.
Removes how?
Wait, kill?
Rivers wants him tried for treason.
Uh-oh.
And hanged.
Hey, Babachi, come on in. How you doing?
Care about the Indians?
Because he doesn't want to back down. His whole professional life. You know what they say about him.
How you doing? How you doing? What's going on?
Who missed a battle.
Today's stream's a little technically stressed.
Well, still, he's kind of stuck
Also,
up.
I'm still in pain, but that's the usual.
That treaty is null and void. I have been
Feeling better? Yeah. Come on. Let's go.
Okay, he's still not feeling better. I think good that I didn't get up. I would probably have collapsed.
To the United States government. Why is this so confusing, sir? Why?
You don't sound better. Indeed, he does not sound any better.
Well, that was remarkably unproductive. I'm afraid the federal government was quite clear, Colonel, that it wanted peace, and peace for all, and that the treaty had not been broken by anybody.
Oh, is that so, sir? And did it want impudence, sir, from a junior officer in public? Was that its plan too, sir? You insult me. You insult the regiment. Arrest this man.
Arrest me?
Gross
we need to
insubordination,
save him.
Disobeying an order. Treason.
Are you mad?
You had those vaccines stolen. You disrupted a negotiation.
Let him go.
Yeah, do very hard stuff.
Let's get out of here. If I were you, I'd keep my mouth shut.
There's not a good time.
I don't want to kill this man. LaShalle, bitch. Charles, Captain Monroe.
Back away to the horse.
Now, we're getting out of
Big
here.
boy, are you behind there? I don't know where you are. I can only see the map.
I got a shot. Think about what you're doing.
I'll kill ya.
Let him go. Open fire.
Ow! Big boy, run! Sometimes I wish I had a faster horse, but Big Boy's just nice. He's sturdy. Where are we going now?
Look up behind you. Catching up.
I can't shoot at these men.
Yeah, we can.
I can. I will not hit though.
You see how you like it.
Ow. I would. I guess. I guess my cameras are hitting better than. Uh-oh.
More on the left. Head for the trees. We're penned in. Go. Find some cover and protect Monroe. Come on.
Get my horse out of here, I guess? Out of here. Get out of here. Don't want my horse killed like last
You
time.
shoot. I can't do it. They're trying to kill you. I swore an oath.
Ah, the oath is gonna kill you. Do I have my big gun with me? Okay, that's better.
We're gonna whip you some good.
Dang it! Maybe I should have gone better to the back to the pistol.
Push it up.
Somehow I'm better with the pistol than with that thing. Why waste a bullet when they do all the work? Cannot hit proceeds to take dude's picture with a headshot. No, that wasn't me. That surely was somebody else. I mean, look at me. I'm not hitting a single shot. If it was luck. If I did, it was lucky. Dang it, I'm going back to the pistol. That thing somehow works better. I take it all back. Nothing works. Left side? Dang it, I'm not hitting. I think I should go back to that and just try concentrating. Yeah, be sorry. Oh god, I'm being hit. Ah, this is not good. Retreat! No, the other side. Fight headshot. Stop counting. Either I miss or I headshot. It seems to be a thing. There is no in between. Dang it, I missed again. Okay, left side maybe is better. Coming out. No. He's not coming. Oh well. You just don't stop. Two more says the map. One more says the map, but I don't see him.
I'll put you in the ground, you son of a bitch.
Ah, there he is.
Let's go. Captain Monroe, you're with me.
Onto the horse.
Okay, fella.
Good in hand. Are you seriously counting? You lost your poor little head. I mean, I lost mine too, but I don't care about that much.
They're still coming.
I mean, it's the army. What did you expect? My horse is not really into this whole thing. Off we go.
I think we're finally in the clear.
I think I'm getting better again.
Not really.
Not playing for 3 weeks was not a good idea.
What do we do now?
You get out of here. Fast.
40.
Take me to the station.
I can't believe that just happened. I've been an army man my whole
They
life.
wanted to kill you. I heard that before.
They was gonna have you hanged for treason.
Because they didn't want the treaty to come
What
through.
about the chief?
We'll do what we can.
I guess I won't be submitting my report.
I wouldn't
A
think
good
so.
guy until the very end. Very by the book. I like it. Please stand still. Do not drive over us. Okay, I don't want to look like a crazy shooting maniac, so I'm getting my guns away. Hey, you're an outlaw now. Want to hang with us? You would certainly not be happy. Arthur's getting worse and worse, isn't he?
Get out of here, Captain Monroe.
I fear it may be Mr. Monroe from now on.
No, keep
I'm
the guns
sorry about
out.
your career.
How you establish dominance.
Here.
But hey, before I
Here's
get
some
my
money.
gun out,
You take it and get out of here.
I have so much money
Start
to
a
give
new
around.
life
Do you
somewhere.
notice?
I hear Tahiti's nice.
Thank you.
Just hop on a train to Saint Denis, jump on a boat, but avoid Guam.
Where?
Forget about it.
It's not good there, we can tell you. From personal experience,
the
don't go there. Ah, the end is probably nigh.
Reverend, what are you doing here?
I'm leaving.
Well, it's probably for the better if you ask me.
I suppose so, yes. I'm running away. I tried to make Dutch see sense, but
He's cray cray.
very strange recently.
He's ooga booga.
And the women? Little Jack?
They better run away too if you ask me.
I told them to run too. I asked them to come with me, but they wouldn't. I'm changed. I'm a changed man, Arthur. I can't die for a bunch of nonsense sprouted by a fool.
I mean, we're down anyway, so I guess we don't care. Why is everything so laggy today with me? The game's fine, but... Camera, model, everything laggy.
You're not a good man, Arthur, but you're not all bad either. Everything will be... Your journey, your path will be just fine.
It's already gone.
Mr. Swanson?
Maybe. I felt that way for a long time about myself. I mean,
Look at the
but
eye
you do
bags.
what's right.
I don't know about that.
I do. Save who you can and let the rest rot. And look after yourself.
I don't think that will help you now. It's already too late.
You do see. You just can't quite admit it to yourself.
A feeling I know all too well.
Be well, Reverend.
All aboard! You too, Arthur?
All aboard
Sure.
the hype train. Chugga chugga
Good
chew
luck
out
out
of
there.
here.
You lived your life like a man, Arthur, and you turned into a good man. If we were all like you, things might have turned out differently.
You're getting mighty sentimental, Reverend.
I like trains. Nyong. And gone you was. First class. I think that does mean first class, right? Doesn't mean that he saved up that much money. Must be from me getting all that. Second. And the guard. Oh, was left here all alone. Please tell me there's another quest. I'm trying to avoid Micah. Yes, there is another quest. So this thing, what's that all about? Albert Mason needs help with wildlife photography. Let's see what's gonna bite him in the ass today. Maybe this time it's crocodiles. Somehow my audio is really going higher up than it should. I like crocodiles. They like me too. I taste good, they say.
Easy now.
I was kidding about the crocodiles. Yeah, I would also not go in there, big boy. Let's put you right here. Nice and safe. Oh, now the rest. Well, actually do the rest if you need. You stay. Stay. Don't come any closer. The idiot's gonna have a lot of trouble again. Why is my health so low? Oh, probably because of the shooting. Do I have something to eat? Restores health core. The core is... Do I have something more potent, maybe? A carrot? No, that's for the horse. A little horsey. Cracker. Let's eat the cracker. A game wants me to go camping? But not near crocodiles, please. I mean, I am in the luxury of living in a city that is like very green and beautiful already.
Indigestible, apparently. Aside from that, very well.
How's the project?
So I don't have to really move far away.
And I am his faithful servant, although perhaps not his most talented one. I have been trying to capture the grace.
But kind of like camping in nowhere is kind of hard because all belongs to somebody and you're not allowed to just set up camp whenever you want. I don't know how it is where you live, but here,
won't come anywhere near
unless
me,
it's a certain like camping restrict or something, you're not allowed to set up camp.
Can you be bothered?
And the camping restricts are not enough wilderness for me.
I doubt I'll get eaten.
So I'm not into camping much, but I like to take walks. Mount horse. My horse. I need you after all. I live in a damn mega city and I hate it. I mean, I have downsides here, of course, too. Since it's a tourist haven, it's highly expensive and I don't have a place to live currently. I'm living basically in the home of somebody else. I'm basically crashing here. And I'm currently trying to get my own place, but it's so expensive you can't really afford it. It's so hard to get some. So that's the downside. But I also don't want to move away because everything is here. Work, family, friends. Where I'm originally from is nothing but wilderness. Could go days without seeing another person. Well, that's the not so nice thing about Germany. It's so densely settled. There's somebody everywhere. You can't go for 5 minutes with your car even, and still you're gonna see somebody. Did you just subscribe? Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Much appreciated. I hope you're liking the emotes. Or the mode. I still don't know what I have set up. This came out of nowhere. So yeah, I wish it were like that. That you could just get a house somewhere where there's like nobody bothering you all around. But that's like not possible here. Like totally not. Yeah! There they are. I didn't know what I set up. But yeah, these I set up. Gonna have to get new ones or more like make them myself because money doesn't allow. I made these ones myself too. Turned out decent enough. What did he say I do? just run in front of him? No. What did he say this? I didn't even pay attention. I was too focused on the scenery being just as beautiful as I remember my own scenery. But yeah. Come from the deep nowhere of Alaska. Decided a city life? Said I want civilization. Ate so many people. So you haven't regretted spaghetti. Well, at least I know that I don't want a city life. Each time I have to go to a big city for like something I can't avoid, like a very big doctor's appointment or an appointment with an institution that I kind of have to interact with, like a big bank or something. I have to go to the city, and I don't even know how to drive there properly. Like, what lane am I supposed to go on? And how does this work? Can I park here? Is this a bus stop? How do I go into the train station? I am just lost. Hurt them to the open plains. Other direction. Horses, follow me. Other direction.
Come on! Told this fella I could hurt.
I told him I can hurt, so we do. Yeah, I hurt, but I don't want to hurt the horses.
Look pretty doing it. Yep. Yep.
The heck's going on with that tree? That was a little low. So yeah, I am the typical, like, how you put it in English, I don't know, I only know how to say it in German. Like, I'm the typical, like, yeah, person from the land that knows nothing about the city and looks stupid going into it. Faster, country people. I mean, the German word, if I directly translate it, will you please move? Hello? This one does not want to go. Shoo! The direct translation of the German word would be... That's a weird translation. No, I was just... I'm sorry. The direct translation would be, like country egg. That's the direct translation. It doesn't really make sense. And I also don't know why it's said that way. I mean, country makes sense, but the egg, I think that's common maybe because you're like, you're not hatched yet. I kind of like that sense. I don't know.
That makes you a genius.
You're too kind. So how are the photos coming along?
Oh, amazing. Here.
Did you capture where I failed to hurt the one?
Of the wolves. Before they tried to eat us. It's for you.
That's real fine.
Well, thank you.
Problem is, I came from very small community and family, and now I can mesh well with strangers.
You too.
Well, I wouldn't be able to mesh with strangers because I'm too shy and highly introvert, but that's a different problem.
I may be at this for some time.
Are you photographing the butterflies? Or is it really crocodiles this time?
Well, at least there's nothing out here that's likely to eat me. There isn't, is there?
It might be crocodiles. I like butterfly. I love them butterflies too. What I don't like is the people saying they like butterflies and then they pin them dead on the walls. That makes me sad. Like the people say they like in flower and then they're pressing flower petals or like cut them off and put them in a vase all dead. It might be weird, but I am the kind of woman that is very highly upset if you bring me flowers, because why the heck are you gifting plant corpses to me? I mean, nothing against plant corpses for the sake of consuming if we're honoring the plant, but just for decoration, have a corpse for decoration? You wouldn't do that with an animal either, would you? They only live for 24 hours? Do they really have such a short span? I I didn't know it was that short. I thought it was maybe like a month or something. I know that when I was a kid, I found this butterfly that was like falling down and seemed, for me as a kid, it seemed like it was sick. So I gave it some water and some sugar. And then I was very confused why it didn't move, and I thought it was still tired. Later I realized it was already dead and decomposing. It was probably already dead when I found it. We're almost dead, so... But my brain was like, maybe it's waiting out winter, so I kept that thing the whole winter and thought when spring's gonna come, it's gonna fly again and be happy. It's sad. Plant corpses sound so cool. They more fly around and die. Let me check the fact. Oh, it's only a certain type of butterfly. They live around 30 days. Yeah, so about a month. It's still sad. My poor little butterfly corpse. So yeah, don't be alarmed. I have nothing against getting gifted flowers and... What's red here? Is that a snake? I don't know. I have nothing against being gifted flowers if they're potted though. If they're potted, it's okay. Just don't give me these dead flowers. It's just sad. I'm not caring for such stuff. If I ever bring a girl flower, I will tell her I brought her plant corpses. I mean, that's basically what it is, right? I mean, I know it's kind of dumb. It's also my argument whenever I argue with...
Hey, mister!
Oh.
Help me! How about we
Excuse me.
small talk, eh?
No! And you're really trying to rob me still? Are you dumb? Oh, we're just gonna run away from him. Really? You should have walked on the horse and then tried to rob me. Not walk to the horse like, haha, I'm gonna rob you.
Yep.
Pop a cab in his ass. Alright, what was I gonna say? Yeah, I always had like, show him American love. That's not worth a bullet. I always have like this argument with vegetarians and vegans when they are arguing like why you eat meat, that you're cruel because you're contributing to the animal suffering because you're consuming them. And my argument is always and will always be that is all valid and true, but what about the plants? You rather have the plants be mass-produced and suffer. And for people that think that plants do not have some sort of like awareness, I mean, just look at sunflowers that kind of like that have their like head moving to the sun, or plants that have like a memory of where they should best grow. I can't help but feel sad for plants for not being appreciated as much as animals. Just because they don't look as cute. But yeah, I'm weird like that. Everybody giving me the weird look, and at least they stop talking about how I can dare eat meat products or something like that. What's the strangest thing you have eaten? It's a good question. I'm not usually one to eat very dangerous or very unedible things. Mostly because of health reasons. Strangest thing, like weirdest combination or weirdest object in general? It's hard to answer, really. As I said, I'm not the kind of person to go and try, I don't know. That go and try like animal testicles or some weird stuff. Weirdest animal. Did I ever have a weird animal? Insect? I don't think I have had insect, not in the sense of like eating insect in general. Maybe on like the like replacement products, there was like it was like turned into like some sort of flower or something, but I never had insects in any sort of way raw or in their natural form.
Hello, Charles.
I'm not liking it so much.
Thank you for coming.
I am very squeamish, so it's not so easy.
It's very. Maybe you could speak to him?
Is he sad?
Yes. Well, I can't.
Fried grasshoppers, strangely good. I heard that they have a nice consistency and stuff. And to be honest, I wouldn't really care much what stuff is made out of. But as I said, I'm easily squeamish and I have a fear of insects. So when I would... Is that the right tent? No, that's the wrong tent. If I would see the insect while I'm eating it, I wouldn't be able to eat it. I mean, just as much as I can't. I have a hard time eating, for example, like this. I would have a hard time eating chicken if it's not super like processed, so I can't tell it's chicken no more. I don't like my food looking at me. I also have a hard time eating fish. I mean, fish in a whole form, like when the fish is still looking at you with its eye. I have a hard time with that. Other than that, what's the weirdest I ever ate? Oh, I know a thing that many people find weird, but because of where I come from, is totally normal to eat, so I don't find it weird, but a lot of people do find it weird, and that is horse meat. A lot of people find that super weird, but for me, that's like a normal go-to delicacy. That's very good, by the way.
Hello?
Very lean meat.
Come in. Mr.
But I'm not
Morgan,
much of a meat eater anyway.
I'm so glad you could make
German horse meat.
How are
It's
you?
very delicious.
My son.
High quality.
My son is foolish, but he's still my son. I know your son.
He's a very hot-headed guy.
He's very brave. Very angry. He's mean. How is your father? He's dead a long time. He lived a lot longer than was good for any of us.
Never had a horse meat while I was there? Well, the thing is, it is common to eat, but not common like on a daily basis to eat, but more like on a special occasion, like on a festival. They would have sometimes have these like these stands where they would sell it like in a bun.
Treason.
And I would have it like on this festival, like that was once a year, like every year we'd have some.
Treason. People who have lied to my
Probably just lost tourists.
100 years or more. That's treason.
Oh, that's where they disappeared to.
What should I do?
But yeah, it's a very lean meat, so not very fatty, which is good because I hate fatty meats.
No. And any chance we had, your friend, Mr. Vanderland, has ensured relations between us and the army are worse than any point in the last 5 years. I'm sure you know.
It's all our fault here.
The matters are more complex than he understands. Me and Charles will try and rescue your son. No. Yes. Yes.
No, yes, no,
I ain't
yes.
got much to lose, and you
got everything to lose.
Charles!
I'm just waiting to get sleepy.
Come on, let's go.
You should try drinking some warm milk with some honey in it. I would prefer it without the honey, just the warm milk, to be honest. But that usually helps.
Follow me.
Also, I heard that it really helps to kind of get your feet warm, like put on really warm socks and stuff. But I usually don't do that. Can't just sleep after work. Maybe you need some downtime. Kind of like get down, get low, get relaxed. You should definitely maybe try some relaxing music. That helps me sleep. I can recommend a channel if you want. Of very good music.
Let's go, boy.
That's what the stream is for. But am I not annoying? Who can sleep with me around? I wish I were in one of those streams where people can just like fall asleep and get cozy.
I've been scouting the fort.
But sometimes I shriek too easily and I scream, I forget.
If we can get the horses
Chatting makes me sleepy. Oh, making you relax? Well, as long as it's working. When you're not answering anymore, I say good night, night.
Okay, whatever you think. I trust you.
No guns, just knives and arrows. if we start making a lot of noise.
Wait, just arrows. I need a bow first. Ah, there it is. Okay.
Be dead before we get close to it.
I am close.
Okay.
I left 2 canoes downriver in case we need another way out of there.
Alright, too much info. Oh, they will definitely not hear us sneaking with me coughing all mission long.
You know, this wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for Dutch.
It ain't just on Dutch. We all went along with it.
He saw eagle flies burn hot, and he found the
I find it funny. I find it funny that everybody's noticing that it's definitely on Dutch, but are they still like, nah, it's not Dutch's fault.
I guess I just keep thinking. There must be a way to save the situation. To pull Dutch out of the place he's in. Well, I like Rain's Fall.
I don't know, Arthur. Rainsfall is in a tough situation, and as for Dutch,
I gotta try.
You know, he's not listening.
That at least.
Okay.
You feel that? There's rain on the wind.
I know.
The only thing I see is that my screen is getting darker and darker.
If it goes bad in there, you get yourself out. You got more to lose.
No. Come on. Don't
I
start
wish it was raining. Yeah, same. It's super hot day again. Heat wave after heat wave.
Saw a doctor. It's pretty bad.
Oh, is that the first person he's gonna tell that he's gonna die?
Any day we can die. Hmm?
I mean, that's true.
An Indian chief's son out of a cavalry fort. We could both die tonight. In a way, it is a gift to know. In a way, you were lucky.
Sure don't feel like that.
You still have time to make amends. The others, Hosea, Lenny, Sean, all them.
This is very wise words to spread. Maybe that's gonna help me with being ill too.
More vicious pair of bastards than ever was.
It's like walking on the sun here, and being in concrete jungle makes it worse. Yeah. The problem is we have a heat wave after heat wave here that is way more than it usually should be, and the houses are not made to deal with the heat. The houses are usually made here to keep heat in, so it's easier to heat in the winters. But they don't have anything for keeping heat out, and we don't have any air conditioning. Because that's just not the way you do it.
That current's strong. Up here.
Not here anyways. So I just suffer. But I have a fan in the back that's making it feel better at least.
But might help us with sneaking in.
By a window AC. You're talking to the person that's playing all the games she still has because she can't afford a new one. Because I'm gonna have to save up to get a new place to live in currently.
Yeah. This isn't gonna be nice.
Also, the second thing I'm saving up is getting a mic, because you probably don't notice at first, but I'm actually only having a poor headset mic with a lot of filters on, so it's bearable. So I want to get an actual microphone, and if I save up enough, I should be able to get one after Christmas about that. If nothing else comes, like dumb, I don't know, illness costs more or something. Pull an American and steal your neighbors. My neighbors don't have an AC either. As I said, it's not common to have one.
Follow me.
See up there? It's so dark, I'm not seeing.
Hopefully we'll be in and out before they can come back around.
I saw you play psychological horror. Do you play other horror games or just the mystery type? It depends on the horror game. I really love me some like nice made creepy spooky horror. The most. I also sometimes play a little bit more action oriented horror. Like for example, I played like Resident Evil. What I don't like is the cheap jump scare boring type, because they just don't get me. I'm bored all the way through. And also when you have a horror game that is like Oh, take out guards. That is like diagnosed as being horror, but the only thing it is a game that is an action game with zombies. That's also... Oh.
Come on. Let's see if we can get her on the back.
That's also not my type of horror game, because that's not horror at all. Oh! Wait. Ah, where is this timer? I'm not finding it. Excuse me, that's my take a stream break timer, but it's somehow below the game. There we go. Oopsie, that never happened. Apparently, Red Dead really does not like being minimized somehow. Love Resident Evil. Did you play the remakes? Yeah, but off stream. I don't know why. That was still kind of like on the fly of what do I play on stream? How much can I stream? Because I had problems with my internet connection before.
Okay, let's go.
And I had to actually like go away from streaming and do like YouTube for a long time. Before I could go back to streaming. So it's all a little bit chaotic.
Good. Let's keep moving.
Also, as I said, I do have to keep my budget like close at the moment so I can play what I have. So for example, when the new Resident Evil, the remake of number 4 is gonna come out, since I already know the game, I'm probably not sure if I can play it. Because I'm not sure if a game that I already know, even though it has like new improved graphics, is gonna be worth the money. Take out the guards. The up already down a 1. Okay, then that one. He's always gonna take up the other one, isn't he?
Come on.
Hey, Kashui, how you doing? How's your day going? And sorry I had to leave you there last time. But I really had to go cooking. People were going crazy that they wanted their food.
This is the spot.
Oh, it's so dirty right now. Look at us, all full of mud. My poor jacket. So far, the sneak mission is going successful. Don't worry about it. But I do worry. Sometimes, a little bit. Sometimes my schedule is really not too fun.
Guard up ahead. Have you got a shot on him?
I try.
Okay. Quick, this way.
I like this mission so far. Chat got down bad later on? What do you mean? What did the chat do?
Another one up ahead.
What did they do? Did they misbehave? Another one up ahead?
Are you taking him?
No need to waste an arrow on him. Use your knife.
Yeah, I'm on it.
This one's mine.
Slash.
Let's move. Come on.
Alright, next are 2 at once. We're gonna have to do this double again. Otherwise it will not work.
Another 2 ahead. 1 each. Same as before. Good work.
For a second I thought he's not gonna do that. Didn't answer my question yesterday. Ah! I forgot! You wanted to know what I was cooking, right? It was nothing too special, so I probably forgot to mention. I did make self-made pizza. If you wanted to know.
Hold back while I check the tower.
You check tower? Okay, then I stay here.
Let's go. Another one out there. You got him?
Oh, stealth missions are not my best. You can do 1 and 1.
All right.
Everybody doing 1. We are share like brothers. I trust him to do this.
Okay, let's move.
You telling me not to waste an arrow, but he himself is wasting all the arrow. Oh, is my system not working? Wait, I'm dropping the box myself. Why is it not working? Okay, wait, give me a sec. Why is it not working? I made sure it works beforehand. I am confused. Wait, let me see. Does it work when I do it? This is so embarrassing. I have a problem with my reward system for quite a while now. Does not. Wait, is the bot still in chat? Indeed it is. Wait, let me try another command. Throw something. No. Why the heck is this not working? Give me a second. This is embarrassing. Technical problems left and right today. Let's go. Gonna have to put these over here though. That is not good. Just a sec, give me a sec. I hate this. I hate it when it doesn't work. I thought I was only having problems with the alerts for like trigger fire, but apparently I have problems with the VTuber Plus too. So I don't know how that happened. Let's reload my items. Let's see if I can get it to trigger. But why is it not reading the rewards? I mean, none of them? Not even this one? Nothing. It's like it's not reading that the rewards are claimed. Also, why is my software not... Okay, now it's doing... Okay, wait, let's do it custom. Ow. That was not the right way. The box doesn't want to drop the right way around. Ow. At least you get in a whole lot more boxes than you hope for. Okay, so I can still trigger it manually, but the box is coming up the wrong way. So it's upside down, because it's not counting as a box drop, but instead as an item drop. It's always coming the wrong way, isn't it? Yeah. Whee! But question is, why does it not read chat? Because it should be reading chat, right? Yeah, it's not reading chat. It's not reading chat at all. Why? Do I have to... Rewards. I mean, it should work. Maybe... I had the same problem before and I thought that fixed itself, but apparently it's not anymore. Well, great. Another thing to put onto my list to fix. Apparently it's not only the trigger fire rewards, it's... Okay, wait. That actually does help me. Cause if it's not the trigger fire rewards that are the problem, then the problem is simple that something, or like all the stuff cannot read my chat, right? They can't see if something is redeemed. That's why no service works right now. But I don't know why that would happen. Stream Elements, VTuber Plus are both moderators, so... What the heck? I don't know. I am confused. My alerts don't work for some reason. I always tell them that they got scammed. You got scammed. I didn't know what's going on. Did you say I should kill somebody? Because I didn't pay attention.
Damn it. There's more out front. Go up the tower and see if you can cause a distraction.
Try to put an arrow into the lantern above that stack of wood over there. Start a fire. You should have a clear shot from the walkway up there.
Walkway? What walkway? Climb up the tower. Okay, I did. Okay, now? First, kill the guy. Now... silently attack the lantern. Which lantern? Ah, this one. Do you mean this one? Why did that not hit? I 100% got it. Oh. Apparently that's not working while I'm sneaking.
Come on, get down here.
Get down. Okay, I get down. I hate sneak missions.
Cells are just in here.
Good thing nobody heard me scream when I was falling down.
Is that you?
Yes, it's me.
You have to get me out of here. We're gonna get you out.
I'll check the table, Arthur. You search the body.
Yeah, I'm searching already. I'm all need. Open. Please. Get out of here quiet. I know that guy. He will not. He's gonna cause a commotion. Probably.
Your father sent us?
My father. He told you to come and kill guards?
No, he didn't say that,
Of course not.
Of course not.
Okay.
Sure.
He's not even
Enjoy being
disappointed.
tortured. Clears the mind.
If you say so. Whoa.
Oh, my headset is falling off of me. Oh! Uh-oh.
Shit.
Is shooting now back on the table? Apparently it is.
Let's push up.
Shooting's always on the table. No, Charles said not to shoot before, so I'm listening.
It's a jailbreak.
I can't see anything. Ah, there he is. No, wait, no, don't shoot the horses, but this guy is standing real close to the horse. Sometimes on the table. It's on the table when Charles says it's okay.
Watch out, there's some of the towers.
Towers? Oh, there they are. Yeah, I'm getting better again. Wait, where does he shoot from? I'm not seeing a guy.
Watch yourself, more up ahead.
Where?
Over here. One of the walls was broken. They took me in.
Broken. Okay. I thought we gotta take canoes.
Arthur, deal with this, would you?
Yes, but how?
Bad wall? Shoo.
What about that cannon?
Okay.
Oh, I thought that's gonna help. Cannon? Cannons are now cannon.
Sounds like one of them.
Come on. Let's use this thing.
Getting better, you're popping melons like you own the melon farm. I was totally not hitting at all in the beginning today. You must look back. So I had to find my aim again. to a game when I haven't played for so long, because I think even though it's all shooters, sometimes the shooters kind of like behave differently in like their terms of how do you aim properly and how is like the velocity of the bullets and stuff. Come on, where are we going?
This way, come on. I hit some canoes down by the river.
This way is always good. This way. What way?
Shit! We got company behind us.
Can I not?
From the road on the left.
I can't. Now I can't shoot. Dang it, I didn't hit.
Quick, down this way.
That's what happens when you're shooting and do not shoot and ride at the same time, kids. Too many guys. I don't want to accidentally hit a horse.
Get rid of them, Arthur. Hold them off. I'll get Eagle Flies to the canoes.
What do you mean, hold them off?
Get in here.
He says kill. Wait, I forgot what my button for killing was. I found it. I'm not hitting this guy. Wait! My horse! How do I tell my horse to go? I don't want to let them get my horse. I never drove a canoe before. How do I do that? Just paddle, 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 paddle. Paddle the canoe. Oh, tap. Okay, I tap, I double tap. I really got the problem here. I'm the one that is in here all alone, so I got nobody to shoot. I'm taking a remedy now. I don't want to like have to do the mission again. Ow, stop pinning me. Oh, I hate this. Can I shoot? Shooting is an option. But I can't paddle and shoot at the same time. Like, shoot with one arm and paddle with the other, Arthur. It's a life or death situation. You can handle this. See, this is an extreme workout. And he doesn't want to. Well, then we paddle. I think paddling in this situation is more important. Ow. Oh, lightning. Oh, wow. Stop shooting, please.
Let's see if we can find somewhere ahead to pull in. No, I was wrong. Be more on the left. Don't kill their horses. We can use them to ride out of here.
Wait, I wasn't allowed to shoot? Oh.
Let's get over to the shore.
Okay. Thank God this is over. Also, was I supposed to make it like a small break? I will after the mission is over. I'll get some new tea because this one is almost empty. This is like the last gulp.
How are you?
I'll be fine in a day or so. I heal fast. Colonel Favors won't be too happy with your rescue.
I guess not.
Yeah, there's gonna be a lot more trouble. My father, even he may have to fight.
You won't win. No big fight with them. Shouldn't y'all just run away?
Where would we go?
I don't know.
My friend, let me take you back to your father.
No. Something
Thank
we
you.
screwed over.
Don't mention it.
Going to sleep finally. Have fun streaming. Thank you very much for keeping me company, and I hope you have a nice sleep. Have sweet, sweet dreams. Wait, examine Earth? Yes, please. Take it. There we go. Can my horse hear me? Indeed. There we go. Hey, big boy. Come on, poor little thing.
Sorry, boy.
It's shooting time. Hey, Mudkib, how you doing? Indeed, it's Pew Pew time. Oh, let's brush. Brush, brush, brush. Aww. All the rain and the mud. Then Papa's always here and shooting bad boys. I think he must take better care of his horse. How you doing, Mudkip? You doing good? Oh, also I forgot. I should get myself some new tea. Otherwise, there's nothing in this anymore. It's empty. So I'm still not gonna do the mission for Micah. Hell no, as long as I have different missions, I'll do these. Hey, wait. Before I forget for the third time, I'm gonna go get myself some new tea. And then I'll be right back. So, see you guys in just a few seconds when I'm back with fresh tea. Oh, also, let me put on some music while I'm gone. There we go. with some fresh tea. Just woke up, so now I'll make breakfast. I'll watch this stream on TV while I prepare it. Oh, that was bad timing. Don't be sad. I'm back now. How about you, Day? I've been busy kind of much the whole day. Did a lot of like work already, and I'll be busy after stream too, with some things I need to handle. So a very busy day, and still sadly with lots of pains, but I'll get over it. Also, we're having some technical problems today. The rewards are not working. I don't know why, but I hope to solve that soon. Something like that. Does that sound? So, I guess the usual. Let's go back into the game. There we go. So yeah, well, I'm also a little bit laggy. I don't know why. Now we go back to camp. What are you making for breakfast, if I may ask? Always interested in new breakfast recipes, because my breakfast is getting boring really fast. I repeat myself too often on what I eat. You need a pad? I would, but the rewards are somehow not working. As I said, I'm having technical problems. They will not work somehow. I don't know why. Something is fishy.
Look out! Whoa.
I will have to look after the stream on what's going on. But probably it's gonna behave like all the other times, that the moment that I look, it's working again, and boom, next time I try to stream, it's again not working. Okay, the train will not move. We're just gonna wait here until it's gone. Something simple, just fried eggs with bacon. These sounds delicious. I have so little time in the morning. I usually do not get something like... Excuse me, there's a train there, sir.
Whoa now.
The NPC is just not getting that the train will not move. Well, see, that one is smart. This one, on the other hand, is an idiot. What did I want to say? Yes. So, usually I don't have the time to kind of do something with, like, eggs or something where I take longer than maybe 5 minutes to get it. But I do tend to eat eggs, like, on the weekends when I have a little bit more time in the morning. The train is moving in just a second.
Let's go. I got places to be.
Sorry, it took me a while to answer. I have to go to the tents later and then come back. It's not a big deal. I know it's hard. It's not a big problem. There, now you can go. Now it's green. I mean, I wish I could just speak every language on Earth, then we wouldn't have the problem, right? But sadly, my language skills are very limited. Even my English is very limited. What's up with my camera, by the way? Camera is... Let's reposition the camera. Is that better? Probably. So, yeah.
Out of the damn way.
Out of the way. Also, let me do a marker here. Rated like a Lone Ranger movie. No, I'm trying to be a nice cowboy currently. I'm trying to be nice because sadly Arthur's gonna die soon. So he wants to repent for his sins. And be a good boy. God, look at my health bar. Not looking too good. Choo choo. I'm just gonna ignore that camp over there. It's probably better for the both of us.
There we go.
Come here. Come here. Okay.
Can I help? Hello?
Hey! Need a hand with your horse?
Hey, come back! Oh no!
Wait. I haven't done this in a long time. This might not work.
Yep.
Dang it, I missed. My cat stole my bake. Oh no! Yeah, cats they do that. Dang it, why did you stand still? The horse is not making up its mind.
Easy. There we go. Hey now.
Come on, we're going to your owner. Come with me. We're going to your owner.
Come here.
But yeah, do you need to get new bacon, or you just have to eat the bacon less eggs?
Hey.
You kind man. Oh, this is no! I cannot take.
Oops. I am sorry. I want to apologize. Ow! I was an accident. Why did you run into me? I mean, my horse can't stop like from 100 to 0 in a second. That reminds me of those guys that kind of run into you in order to get like insurance money. Kind of like that. I was getting his horse back and he immediately ran into me like a dumbass. I mean, if a horse is going, it's going. It's taken a while for it to stop. Did you notice?
Easy. Yeah.
I knew I should have just walked and not galloped over there. Why do these things keep happening? I do not eat too much bacon. But sometimes when I do like self-made burgers, I eat like one slice on top. Because they make like a nice crispiness. I hope I'm not more wanted than before because of the little accident that happened. Also, what language are you translating from, Mudkip? I forgot again. It was something from Asia. 100% something that way, but I forgot which one. Is there another train? Okay, now this time I'm getting around the train.
Yeah.
Was it Japanese? Or Korean? Dang, my memory has been better at some point. I swear. Oh no, boys.
Okay there. It'll take more than that, boy.
Give something to my horse so it's feeling better. How about a sugar cube? Why are your legs shivering like that? My horse is not feeling good. Wait, the sugar cube didn't work. There, take sugar.
I'm doing just fine out here. So how about you leave me be?
I did nothing. I'm caring for my horse, sir. My horse is not feeling too good.
You okay, boy?
Maybe I should do a little stop. How close we are to camp? Pretty far away, actually. How about we do a little stop on the side?
Yeah.
And let the horse rest for a tiny amount of time.
Slow it up.
Because poor little thing seems to be totally, like, done for.
You okay, boy?
Maybe I should check if the horse is feeling healthy. Maybe I've been feeding too little. Wait, where could I see that again? Horse. Clean, calm, physique. Wait. Thin. Well, thin. Maybe a little bit too little? It's not totally malnourished like it was before. Speaking of which, how do my stats look? Underweight! We're just the same, you and I. Can't afford food. How about we go and rest for a bit? No, not like this. How do you do this? I forgot how to actually go and rest. Ah, this how. Let's both rest. Set up camp. Maybe that will help the horse regenerate some health and stamina. Wait, what do you mean fast travel? You can always access fire crafting. Cook meats. Okay, let's craft. Let's see. Maybe we can do something. Nope, I don't have any meats with me. Sleep or fast travel? How about fast travel? Are you sure you can fast travel? Does it cost something? Oh. I thought there's gonna be a menu below that. I didn't think that I would immediately travel to Annisburg. That's the opposite direction of what I wanted to go to. He's making me sad. I didn't even know there was a fast travel option. Well, while I'm in Annisburg, how about we go and get... What is Annisburg? Isn't that the town where I have like 1 free in the gun shop? Let's do that then. Let's get 1 free gun. Pronto, 1 free gun, please.
Welcome back. What can I help you with?
I want 1 free gun. I have no idea what kind of gun I want to get. Can I also get an accessory for free? Bandolier. Those are the things that like wrap around your chest. I don't like these. A pretty holster on the other hand sound nice. But it's not free. They said I'm gonna get a gun free, right?
A gun is practically a necessity in this town.
Upgrade gun belt.
Ask anyone.
I do have the money to get it, so maybe I should get that on top of my free gun. Wait, you said I was gonna get a free gun. Is it just the pump action? Vermin rifle. Maybe it's that one, because that seems to be free.
I'm just trying to survive. I like to think I offer
Volcanic pistol. I'm not sure. Didn't I not have a volcanic pistol already? Probably not. I mean, this one is free, so I'm taking that one. Thank you, thank you.
Very good.
Is the other one now still free? Jeez. I'll take all the freebies.
You can depend on this.
The pump action I already have, so. Okay, while I'm at it, I want to get the holster. And the belt. Nice. Not quite the 100% free
People
gun.
need
I
their
can
guns
pick whatever I
around
want.
here. I do my best to make sure they have guns they can rely on.
But I think it's better than nothing. I don't even know. Pistol is pistol. It shoots. You know, I think I got a volcanic pistol once for a mission and I didn't like it, so... Thank you, kind sir.
The attack on Fort Wallace. They're saying it was Indians.
Really? Never heard of that. Okay, do I now have the upgraded holster or do I need to equip it at the camp?
Hello.
Previous firearms are on the horse, I'm guessing? Let's try this new rifle out. Also, while I'm at it, also gonna get myself a repeater. Hey. No, this is... I thought it's somebody neat, but he apparently just seems to be wanting to make noise for probably an ad or something. Weapon is in poor condition.
Slow up now.
Which one? No, I just bought that one. If that were in a bad condition, I will give it right back. Oh, I can see the condition from here. Oh, that one has a very bad condition. Time for cleaning. La 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 la. Don't mind me, I'm just polishing my gun. I've been shooting with this one though. But the revolver was way better. I think I'm staying with this for now. Okay, can I now fast travel to camp? What would be close to the camp? Oh, we're already close to the camp. Well, fine by me. Da-dum, da-dum, da-dum. In camp, I want to save A for the quest. But B, I want to see if I can equip the new belt and... Oh.
Easy now.
I think I killed something. It's gonna make a nice stew. Look at me, not being able to get a single animal to hunt other than the ones that my horse runs over. It's so warm, I need more tea. Ba-da-dum, ba-da-dum. Ow! Ah, faster, faster! I don't know who that is, but I don't want to get killed. Murphys? The Murphys? Never heard of them. What did I do to them? I don't remember. Are these the crazy guys we took the key from at some point? Or somebody else?
Yeah.
think might be. Okay, I'll leave my horse right here. Alright, first thing I'm gonna do is donate the rabbit that I got.
This stew is decidedly lacking on decent meat, Mr. Morgan.
I never liked her anyway. Wait, where's my food?
Actually, I'll come back to you later, okay?
Everybody, like, whispering here. I'm listening. Okay, let's bring the rabbit here. Because apparently it doesn't register. I think the horse is too far out or something.
Me too. Me too.
I got something for ya. I want to donate this rabbit.
Meat, Mr. Morgan. Good job, Mr. Morgan.
Don't thank me, thank my horse. My horse was the one to actually get the kill. Hey, time to see if I have this new equipment now. Or not. Maybe I'm already wearing it, we'll see. Also, do I need to shave or something? Or do we still look good? Shave. Trim. All here. Oh, that's too little. Let's trim by one. Make it clearer cut. Okay, I'll see. If I go to change clothes, it should probably let me do it. Suspended chaps? No. Boots. I know I've never really changed an outfit, but I'm not really caring. I just want the weapon equipment. Who's screaming in the background? Okay, we're already wearing the new one. It doesn't really say if it has an effect, right? Whoa. I don't want to say anything, but it's getting real toxic here. Operate offhand holster. No, we don't want any bandolier. Dutch is definitely losing it. No wonder everybody is leaving. Hey, don't take him too serious. He's an asshole, okay?
He's come fully undone.
He thinks I'm the rat? After all these years.
I reckon that's just Micah getting in his head.
Aww. Well, it's best not interact with him. I'm not feeling like going back. He's too toxic right now. We wanted to talk to Sadie instead, right? Where the girl at? You wanted something of me?
Mrs. Adler.
Whoa, quite the aggression.
You okay?
Peachy.
You sure?
No.
No, I ain't sure.
You still working?
Is anybody still working? The whole goddamn place full of people bickering, fighting and lying. It makes me real sad.
I know. I need someone to ride with me.
To do what?
Finish off them O'Driscolls.
Oh, no.
The last of them is holed up at Hanging Dog Ranch.
Please don't.
I saw Colm swing. I just don't care.
I was a married woman. You know what they did to me. And to my husband? Like, you're the only one of these fools that I trust. I've got to do this.
Well, who cares? Kill a few more. If it helps her get closure, then we help her. On her own, she's only gonna try on her own and she's gonna die, so... there's no, like...
Abigail?
There's no, like, talking to her, so she stops.
Make sure they make it. I mean, this whole thing is pretty much done. But when the time comes...
How do you mean?
When the time comes, you help them.
What do you mean?
I mean...
Get
help
them out of
escape.
here.
You know, you and me... we're more ghosts than people. But them... They could...
I know.
They could live on.
Of course I will. Thank you, Arthur. You want to ride with me now, or meet me up at Hanging Dog Ranch when you can?
Oh, well, I've got nothing better to do. Let's just... go immediately.
Thanks, Arthur. Okay. Come on.
I just hope my horse is okay with riding so soon again. I need a stretch. Maybe I'm the one that needs a break. Image of the deer. Normally we get Arthur talking about stuff while we see this. Oh. This time it's just dreaming of the deer.
Fine morning for killing.
Hey.
You seen anything down there?
Yeah, I think there's a bunch of them down there. I'm mostly drunk. But one of them is a fat fella with a beard. Him? He's mine.
Okay.
Okay. If I can make that out in the distance, I will try not to shoot exactly that
It's a
one
big
guy.
ranch. Run down. Lots of folk there. But spread pretty thin. I'll set it off and then we'll take it from there.
They took all my stuff
Take it
away.
from there. Okay. So, no real plan then.
Why do I not expect anything else? He never has a plan.
Jesus. Who the hell is that lady? That's the
Uh-oh.
cat saw Cole in the swing.
Well, you just shoot everybody and I stand in the back doing nothing. Oh, I wanted to duck behind it, not jump on top. Oh, my aim's letting loose. Okay, concentration. Now, if my back wouldn't hurt so much, it would make it easier. Maybe I should get closer.
End of the road.
Getting around him? Can I not just... Oh no, they took my equipment away. I was just like, I could also get a scope and just shoot him. Why just shoot him just like that? I mean... who needs scopes? I think you ruined yourself too. One more left. Oh. Never mind, the map showed wrong. There's more than one left.
You take the barn, I'll take the farmhouse.
What do we do? Burn him down?
If he's fat and he's got a beard, he's mine.
I'll try. Who's in here? Come. Ah! The lady outside don't want none of you.
I can't tell if he's fat and has a beard. I can't see anything in there.
Show Mr. O'Driscoll what we're made of.
You know what? I just shoot him. I've been not saying anything. Wait, why do I have that one? That is different than what I had before. I think. Okay, maybe it's just my imagination. It makes a different noise though.
Arms clear.
He yeeted himself out of there. Go to Sadie. Are you doing alright? Do you need any help?
Lady, you in here?
Yup, she is. Are you doing alright? Do you need any help, lady? It's a very scary lady. Oh, that's the guy who... Oh. Well, she had her revenge. Does that make you feel empty now? If you want to talk, I'm here.
You okay?
Yeah. He was a good man, my Jakey.
Now, all the drive is suddenly gone.
We're always sweet on one another.
I'm sure.
Yeah. I miss
now
every
all the
day,
breakdowns starting.
Every moment. They turned me into a monster, Arthur. But my memories of him, they still pure.
I ain't even got that.
Are you feeling even worse after this talk?
Aside from my Jake, you're the best man I've known.
I know the company you keep. The competition ain't too fierce. We should get away from her.
Get away and live your life in peace. Keep the memory deep inside. I wonder what will drive her now she got her revenge.
Alone for a bit.
I understand.
Understandable. Have a nice day. Maybe clean up.
Want to get yourself cleaned up.
Might not look too
Thank
good
you,
if you come
Arthur.
into town like that. That will look a little strange. Burning, burning, burning. I'm gonna do a loot party here. Look at that. So much stuff. You discovered a gang hideout. Is it the one that we just killed? Cause I got news for you. The hideout is no more. I wonder if she would have died if we wouldn't have helped her. Because I'm for sure she would have not let off the mission. What do you mean wanted? Who's reporting my crime? Who's here? Also, why is it a crime? This is a known gang. Oh, they probably saw Sadie. Oh, I should probably get out of here. I probably should head out of here very soonish. Why is there... I'm an innocent bypasser. Bystander, I mean. I'm past standing. There's a gun there. Ow! Excuse me?
Damn it.
Was that your gun? What's the problem? Oh, they're investigating and I'm so close. I'm an innocent bystander. I swear. I did nothing wrong. Just help the lady get the revenge of her life. Oh, that is super far away. Maybe fast travel to Van Horn is not bad. Right about now. And sadly enough, the Micah quest is the only thing that I'm seeing around, so... It's about time we get it done. I think that is probably the last thing we're gonna do for today, because... Seeing that we only have like 30 minutes left. This might be a little tight otherwise. Wait, how do I do this thing with the fast travel again? Oh, like this. Rest. Set up camp. Cannot because there's activity nearby? Okay. Then we try a little further up the road. Are those horses? Activity nearby, they say. I see nothing but barren land and nothing much else. Maybe I can do it over here. Maybe just the investigation was still too close. Okay. Try number 2. Set up camp. Activity nearby. What activity are you speaking of?
Come on, pal.
I have no idea what activity they mean. The heck with it, I have no idea. Let's move it on. Wait, my OBS is buggy on this better.
Yeah.
Well, probably setting a marker would not hurt. After some time, I'll try camp again. For sure not running the whole way. That would not be good. Because then we're only taking like 30 minutes only walking back to camp. I've certainly been sitting too long. I can really tell if I'm sitting for so long, even if I do like this quick break and get up to get myself something to drink. Sitting for so long for streaming really is problematic. I also sit for my work most times, so... I'm sitting too much. I need to stretch in more.
Hey, I was hoping I'd run into you again.
Yes?
Hey, partner. What do you say to another race, seeing as you got lucky last time?
My horse is not in...
All right?
My horse is not in good condition for this, but we'll try anyways.
Why not? All right. Let's go!
Go! Big boy, show him off. You're the better horse. Excuse me, coming through. Come on, big boy. You're the biggest boy. I know you're not currently feeling the best, but we can beat this guy. I hope. It's a little off our path, but we shouldn't worry. Crazy, yes. Crazy racer. I always hate it when people do like car races. So basically, am I doing what I hate, like in an equivalent? Dang it! I thought I had to go all the yellow line. I thought I had to get all the yellow line. Wait. Isn't that the guy that I shot dead because he was mistreating his horse? No, I was taking him and let him fall off a cliff. How did he survive and why did he come back for another race? I mean... This is not a good time. I really need a quick break after this. Oh, my back's not feeling... My back's not feeling it. I'm on the reach.
Easy now.
I dare you. Mistreat your horse again, I'm gonna get very mad.
Damn it!
Your horse's speed has improved. Ooh, was this good training?
How could you lose to that mangy thing? Right then. Take that.
Okay, this time I'm not as nice.
You look what we got here.
Hey, first hog tie. I'm gonna go into madness mode now. Please, do not be alarmed.
You're coming with me.
First, we're gonna throw him off the cliff, and then I'm gonna shoot him with a bullet. He's gonna get the double pack now, because last time he survived the cliff, so...
God in heaven!
Okie dokie, not enough though. He's gonna get a stray of bullets on top. Where is he? Alright, just in case. Spray him real nice. That's worth every single bullet. Yup. He's probably not coming back from the dead because I just shot his head off. That's what you get for mistreating a horse. Well, like mistreating. This time he killed... I should have shot him. I was so sure he's gonna do something like that, but I didn't react in time. Or more like the game wouldn't let me pull out my gun. I'm searching the saddlebag. I mean, you're dead anyway, aren't ya? A second of silence for the poor little horse. All you did was be a good little... I don't know, boy or girl. Too bad you ended up with this bad man instead of me.
Yeah.
Sadness! I was happy I won the race. But I'm so sad now. Should this guy come back from the dead again, by some miracle, and come to do another race of me again, as soon as I cross the finish line, when he comes, I shoot him. I don't care no more. I already killed him last time because he mistreated his horse. I didn't know how he came back from the dead. And this time he shot it even. Don't know what's up. What's happening in this game? Oh yeah, I wanted to see if I can maybe do fast travel by now. Because for sure I am also not very close yet.
Whoa.
Let's see if fast travel is possible. Oh, I'm so tired. Setting up camp like a big boy. This one looks very different from the other one that we had. What did I say we should go to? I think it was Van Horn, if I'm not totally mistaken. Van Horn! Boom. Oh, it's so warm. I need a stretching. My horse had to witness all this. Probably gonna be traumatized for the rest of its life. Oh, this looks right. Now, sadly, we have to do Micah's quest. I don't want to, but it's the only big quest that we have left. We have like tiny stuff like this, like strangers walking around, but none of interest. I have been like going around this quest for too long time now. Probably the last thing we're gonna do today, looking at the time. I'm gonna have to like stop today on time with the stream. I have to end it on time because, as I thought, I have something I forgot the word again. I have something to be appointed to with the bank. I have something to do for the bank for an appointment to prepare. So, well, I'm so unhappy to see you.
Ah, there he is. Old Black Lung Morgan.
Shut up.
Was you followed?
Excuse me?
Was you followed?
You know who you're talking to.
I ain't sure.
Oh God,
sure
now they
much
start
no
again.
more. All I know is there's law.
Let's get this quest over with.
It seems to me that since you've been riding with us, there ain't been nothing but trouble. Stirring things up all the time, getting in Dutch's ear. She's wherever you is, there's Pinkertons and vice versa. So you better watch your goddamn mouth, boy. Or...
We're not quite having like.
Take it easy, cowboy.
We're
You're
not
gonna
quite
do yourself a
having
mischief,
the authority we had.
He started it. Dutch says we is to go on with plans to create a diversion. We gotta get some explosives to blow up the bridge. Keep the army out of here a few days.
I think it's a real bad idea.
I don't think Dutch cares too much. What you think?
That's clear.
We gotta confuse him one last time. Then he and I will head to Blackwater, collect the money, and help everyone leave. He's got a boat lined up.
Blackwater's a fool's errand. Everyone knows it. Even a greedy moron like you.
It's Dutch's choice, Arthur. You're just a senior gun, same as the rest of us. Only you ain't well.
I'm fine.
Then you'll do Dutch's bidding, which is robbing a stage that's coming from Annisburg full of explosives.
Okay. I was gonna say, if we do the whole thing like with the Blackwater Kitchen stuff and whatever he was saying, we will probably not be able to do that. But I think this one is just getting the explosive first.
Guess we have. Come on, Arthur.
Oh, my back.
Take it easy. You could do with a vacation, hmm?
What an ass.
All right, let's go.
If we have to, we have to. Oh, maybe it's good I'm gonna have to answer one time. I'm not feeling too well.
Have fun, boys. Micah says we should jump it as soon as it comes through Van Horn.
So you're taking orders from him now?
I'm taking orders from Dutch, same as always.
That's probably not a good idea.
I'm becoming unhinged. You hear about Dutch killing Cornwall?
Hey, hold up a second. Pinkerton Patrol, over there. Okay, I think we're clear. Let's head on.
Was he avoiding the topic?
Well, that needed to be done.
Right now? With the Pinkertons
He probably avoided
down our necks?
the topic.
I'm starting to think that you've gone soft, Morgan.
Maybe we're just realizing now that the whole gang was a whole bunch of idiots from the start.
Whoa.
Yeah, we're jumping.
Let's hold up here. So, the wagon will be coming from that way, down from Annisburg. It'll take the two of us to stop it completely, or it'll never get done. So, I was thinking, you go play dead.
What do you mean play dead?
And I'll take care of him.
No. I'm the better shot, and you're the better actor. No, you play dead, and I'll cover you.
I got that. I got that.
Also, with my cough, I think I would have made the better play dead, but Arthur just wouldn't want to be the one left dead on the floor. Wait, get in position for the ambush. You want me to climb up? How? Ow! Wait, how did that kill me? Oh, you were spotted. Okay, retry checkpoint. I thought I'm gonna have to climb up that way, but apparently not. Other way around, maybe. Ah, the inside. That makes a whole lot more sense. Rifle? Rifle.
Go moving. Go on.
Now? What do I do now?
This place. These people. Move, you idiot! Move! Come on. Let's get you out of... You'll be sorry!
Hey, if the cutscene wouldn't take so long, I would have had more dead by now. I can't get to him. Okay, get on the wagon. Sounds good. Oh, well, it's good that I didn't accidentally shoot the carriage. I forgot that we were getting explosives. The old man has to come on top. Wait for him.
All right, let's see if we can get this back to camp without blowing ourselves up.
Uh-oh.
Nice shooting back there.
If somebody shoots us, we're dead.
I could use a drink after that.
Yeah, no. Just never goes easy no more, does it?
Uh-oh.
Deal with them, Arthur. Okay, I'm trying. Quick. They get off one.
Hey. Okay, you're not allowed to shoot us.
I thought there was no law in Vanport.
Does that really matter right now?
Wanted Arthur Morgan. Yeah, would want me to. Vehicle theft. As long as it's not explosive theft, just vehicle theft, I think we should be fine. Also, game is very laggy.
God damn it! Still more behind us. Oh, yeah. Aiming for the dynamite. On all right, Arthur. Give us your money company.
I don't want to. I'll do it like that. That way I'll have a lesser chance to shoot a horse by accident.
Damn it! You need to take him out, Arthur.
It's getting harder and harder to shoot, actually. I think it's because Arthur is coughing. Like, the rectangle will not stay in the middle anymore, if you notice.
What do you think I'm doing?
Oh no, did I... Uh-oh. Oh. Alright, checkpoint it is. I was gonna say, can I heal myself? I was trying pressing T, but it wouldn't let me. Oopsie daisy. Let's try again. Maybe I should take the rifle that they gave me for this mission.
See if we can get this back to camp without blowing ourselves up.
Let's try the rifle. Maybe it's better. Got the feeling no, but... Oh, the whole way. I thought that was even in the middle.
Yeah, no. Just never goes easy no more, does it?
Oh, shit. Deal with them, Arthur.
Okay, I'm trying.
Okay, no. It's way too slow. I can't aim with that. Not on the wagon. Not on the wagon.
Does that really matter right now, Bill? Damn it! You need to take him out, Arthur.
Wait, where the next one's coming?
Damn it! Still more behind us.
Two, three. I'm using as much Deadeye as I can. I don't want to restart the mission yet again.
I'm all right, Arthur. Oh, shit. They're aiming.
Kaboom! Yeah, that's better. Please tell me that we're the last of them. Oh, no, it wasn't. Oh, please help me.
We need to deal with this. We're leading them right back to camp. What do you think I'm doing?
As I said, I want to try to get this done quickly. So they don't shoot any more of the dynamite.
Okay. I don't see any more. All right.
Finally.
That was close. Don't reckon I'm cut out to be a dynamite wagon driver. Killing a bunch of folks so we can rob some dynamite, blow up a bridge.
It's crazy.
It's a distraction. So it ain't meant to make sense. It should to us. It's our plan. You know, I've had it with the moment.
No.
Look, there's my
He's definitely one of the guys that's... He's definitely one of the guys that's sticking to both Dutch and Micah and doesn't really care because he's too dumb to understand or something.
Got it.
What's wrong, Arthur?
Nothing at all, boss.
John, go drive this over to Bacchus Bridge. Get it hidden near there.
The secret look they were giving each other, like, oh.
I need to speak with Arthur. Good work, son.
What's going on?
Listen, I know we ain't always seen eye to eye, and you find me irritating and a threat, and I like to annoy you. But right now, I need better from you, Arthur.
Okay, Micah. Whatever you say.
I ain't the bad guy you think I am, Arthur.
I think he is.
But I am a survivor.
He's not a nice person.
Oh, the bridge is probably a two-man job. You should probably go help Marston.
Why don't you?
Like I said, Dutch and I got planning to do for the train. There's a big picture here, Arthur. Trust me.
Was that kind of a warning? To stay out of his way? Kind of seemed that way.
Let's go, boy.
I didn't... Oh. So we go to that one. But to be honest, I want to go back to camp and save up for the day. I'm hurting everywhere and... I also need to be on time for the appointments, so we're not gonna do like an infinity long stream today. I already did that last time. Today, also, I need to kind of fix the technical problems. Somehow, I'm trying my best to do so, but it just won't do. Yeah, let's park over here. That we didn't get any meat this time. I wonder what the story would do if I just shoot a major NPC. Just for thinking purposes, I probably wouldn't. Because I don't want to screw things up. But you know what I mean. Hey, sleep.
What's wrong with you, Arthur?
How you mean?
What do you mean with me?
All this trouble just when we need to be united.
I ain't causing no trouble.
You just saying it the way it is.
For any more lies.
Ain't loyalty mean nothing to you?
I ain't dying for whatever nonsense Micah and Dutch have concocted.
Everybody laughing in the background like crazy.
I don't matter much anymore, but I ain't letting the women here die for that neither.
Nobody understanding him. Because they're all blind. Blind to what they're doing. Well, don't try, Arthur. Just let them die. If they don't want to be helped, they don't want to be helped. Sleep. We sleep until morning. 12 hours of sleep. A little too much, to be honest. I think 9 hours should be more than plenty. But, you know, I like to have a fresh morning. And not wake up in the middle of the night. Because otherwise I can't see no more. Dum, da dum, dum. And with that, it should have saved. Hopefully. Hey. Quit. You sure you want to quit? Yes, I'm sure. Never been sure of anything in my life. Well, actually I have, but you know what I mean. Alright. Let's try again. If the rewards are now working. Let's try this. It's not. What the heck's going on with the rewards? This time it wasn't even like the last half an hour or something. It was like basically the whole stream it wasn't working. I'm gonna have to try it out maybe offline or something. But then probably it's working again. Don't ask me why that always happens. I have no idea. I know one thing. It's supposed to work, but it does not. Da-da-dum-dum. Okie dokie. I will note everything down that I saw in today's stream. Maybe it's gonna help solve the problem somehow. What else? What else was I gonna say? I'll keep you posted on the doctor's problem that I am having. Seeing that if maybe that can be solved, but probably my cause of action right now is I'll probably wait until the other doctor, the other specialist on the field is back from vacation after September, and try to make an appointment there if the other one is too high up on his horse to get a patient. Whatever happened with that guy just went insane. And other than that, I can do nothing but wait. But yeah. It's been a rather quiet stream today, I know. I'll try to do better. Maybe it's gonna be better next time. I think a raid does not really make sense, right? Oh! There's my you missed ending the stream timer. So yeah, I set myself a timer for that, because as I said, I need to be on time, so... Well, maybe I'm gonna raid somebody anyways. Just for the sake of it. There we go. Because I need to end this quickly. I picked somebody. What you doing? Art? Or watching somebody do art? I'm confused. Well, I need to go and prepare my bank stuff. And other than that, the next stream is gonna be on Tuesday. Probably not Red Dead again, but something different, hopefully. I find something in my library. If not, we're gonna play something that we already played. Something like House Flipper or something that I own that I never played on stream before. Like, for example, Planet Zoo. But I don't know if that one might crash my PC with all this stuff on, so... Alright, but with that, thank you very much for watching, everybody. And I'll see y'all again next time. Bye-bye!